Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Noise and welcome back to Regrowth. Last time, we were doing a bunch of random stuff, kind of just to kill time, kind of just because we were doing stuff to just get things done. We were doing a lot of miscellaneous things. We were getting Cobalite, we were doing some Thaumcraft stuff, and yeah, so I did a lot of work off camera. I got the rest of the Cobalite that we needed, so we have that. I got the other charged thaumium cap, which, by the way, I figured out what it was that we were having issues with. So last time we were throwing clay in here, and we were having some weird things happening. Well, it was a thing. I was accidentally alchemically duplicating clay. That was the issue. That is why I was struggling so hard to do that. So yeah, that's the thing. So I did a lot of work off camera. I built that. I literally just built that. That is the witch spawner. We're gonna probably use that today. Because I need some hands. Now that we have the Cobalite stuff, we can go ahead and make Cobalite dust. We can actually get an ingot of it. And I think it's you, right? Yes, so do that. We'll get the Cobalite ingots, and then we do this. And give him that, and he'll give us a Cobalite. And can I scan that? I can, it's just metal. That's whatever. So you have other stuff. Oh, I can give you gold for emeralds. That's not that bad, actually. I don't really care about that, because well, I can make as much as I want, but good to know. So we have Cobalite ingots. That is good. However, we don't really need anything with that yet. About the only thing that we're going to need with that currently is doing the last life of the world to get the Coven Witch, but we need a witch hand for that. So yeah, we're gonna have to get a witch hand, and that's why I made that, because we're gonna put this guy in there. But we'll do that in a little bit. So the other thing that I worked on was getting the Silverwood wand, and I don't think I have to. I believe I have to come back over here and do some stuff. In here, right? Yes, it requires some stuff. It requires a decent amount of stuff as well. I have my wand on me. Like almost 50 of each to make the Thaumium Boss Silver Wand. Silverwood wand, rather. So this guy is really good. And is also a quest. So the way the world fields, we have yet another quest. We got all that stuff done. We're going to get 4 nodes and uncommon treasure. So it's going to want us to make... Ooh. Staff. There's 2 staffs and a scepter. That's kind of cool. So it's going to want us to make a scepter next. We're also going to need a node and a jar. That's going to give us more nodes. So perhaps there's another way of doing it without damaging them later on. Maybe if you ordered the stuff. Yeah, that's exactly what you do. We'll worry about that stuff later. I'm going to put this one in here because it's empty. And yeah, we'll deal with Thaumcraft stuff later. Once I build the Witchery Island, I have this area. I don't know. I think I'm going to move this guy over here. And we're going to have a lot of Thaumcraft stuff over here. I'll have my altar with all the stuff underneath. And I'll have a wand charging research area over here, I think, is what I'm going to do. And then I don't know what I'm going to do with this section. Maybe I'll just make that entire side Thaumcraft as well. Because I don't know how much more Britannia stuff we need. I do need batteries, but I can do that. So, planning. So that's that. I still have 2 more things to show off, and one of those is what we're going to be working on today, mostly. Let's open the treasure. We got a lot of stuff. Can I scan like any of it? Maybe. But, so, something else that I figured out, and I figured it out, for once. I did a little bit of reading. So we did some work with the ability developer a couple episodes ago, and as you can see, it looks a little different. I have a little bit of skill in it. That's because I kind of figured it out. So there's the skill tree, you know, all this stuff we've seen before. I was looking in the Miska cloud, whatever, and I believe I also listened to music. Yeah, that is totally copyright. Copyright. Yeah, that is totally something we're not going to be doing. So, yeah, ability activation key. That's what I was missing. So, V. Oh, I know. Yes, V actually works because it is also something else, but now we can shoot it. Lightning. It's really kind of cool. It's not like super powerful or anything. There is a cooldown and all that kind of stuff. V is also bound to something with Millionaire, so that's a thing. But yeah, I figured out how to use that stuff. So we'll work on Academy Craft later. Right now, what I want to work on is Emmy, because this guy is full, and we need to get a lot more stuff. Now, I'd love to just, you know, be able to click this stuff in here, but I can't at all. None of that can go in there, actually. And I have a whole bunch of stuff in here that I can't really do anything with. So, yeah, we need to do something about all this. Well, I did some work. And I did a lot of work. So, say hello to automation. Presumably this works. I figured out how to get this guy to work. We discovered that last time, and I set up an entire system. So, this is set up to filter items exactly where they need to go. And eventually this is going to be an interface. Actually, I might... everything goes in there as well. So presumably that can be an interface. Presumably. Hopefully it can be. I will see. Otherwise, no, actually what I'll do is I'll just put an interface here. And that'll work out quite nicely. So basically, this works exactly how I've had it before. It's all sided, so into the side is the items for these presses, and it does the thing. The only one that's weird is the silicone press. When it goes back into the chest, it will need to basically keep silicone presses in the system. I will show off how we're going to do that. But these four are for the basic presses. They're all color-coded. And then these are the more complicated ones. And I have... what was purple? Oh, this dark purple is for the bottoms of these, which will give us, I think, redstone or something like that. And then these are actually being pulled out the side. They're being powered outside. If we fly out there, I can show that off. But yeah, basically I just made a system. It's not that difficult. It was just, I only had a certain number of filters, and I had to touch, basically with these guys, I had to touch 4 of the sides, and that was a little bit of a challenge. It took up a lot of room, but they're all powered in the back. These guys will draw from the sides, and it pulls it back here and then goes back in. That was the easiest way I could figure out to do it. So that took some time, which is part of the reason why the Witchery Island isn't finished, but it works. We put the items and I can tell it to just do the thing, and it will autocraft the circuits. And that's what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted. So what we'll end up doing is we'll replace this guy, I think, with a interface, and then hook the interface up. And then the only other thing is I will need a couple more things. So there's no more filter colors. I don't believe there's 11 filters, and I believe there's 12 colors. I'm using black to extract. I could potentially use black to do some other stuff. So we'll see if that'll work to get this guy up and running. as well as this. So yeah, otherwise we'll need 2 more or something, I don't know. But we'll get that worked on today as well. So in order to make the pure crystals, I don't even know, do we need these? I don't think we do, because I believe Annihilation Cores can also be made with that. Yeah, we don't need pure nether quartz. We need pure fluix for ME controllers, and we'll need pure Certus for the quartz electron tubes. So we are going to need those. So we're going to need to pick up this guy. Let's grab, I guess this will work. Let's grab our bucket and break all of this. I need the configurator on different state. So today we're going to focus on trying to get some other stuff done. These guys I can just break. Now, if I can make 1 more of those, that'd be really nice. And then that's a biogenerator to get the pump. I could just run a pipe over there. That might not be a bad idea, but it doesn't matter really. And then I can always move this stuff down if I need to. But what we're going to do is I need to set up automation for these guys as well. Now the crystal growth accelerators, we can make 1 more of these. How bad was it to make these? Recipe, not terrible. Can we make 1 more? I realize I turned that off again. I think synchronize auto. I don't actually know what the difference between auto and not. So crystal growth accelerator. Can I make 1 more of these? I'm just missing this guy. So fluix stuff. Do I have any more just lying around? I'd rather not use the pure. I have some pure. I'd rather not use them. So if we can get this going today, yeah. So charged. Let's see, right here. What we're gonna want to do is something like let's put it here. And this guy will go like so. And we'll grab an enemy glass cable and put that like so. And then just for now, I'm going to put a piece of cobblestone. So we can do that. And then I just need redstone and... You know, I realize I don't actually know how I'm going to pick those items up. Hopperhawk, maybe? I guess that would work. I forgot about that part. Whoops. So we need some redstone and some... What's the other thing we need? We need redstone and we need... What's the thing? Nether quartz. So a lot of this stuff we're going to be able to pretty much autocraft. As soon as we get a little bit of autocrafting up and running, we're going to be able to kind of make everything a lot better. A lot easier. Like a lot quicker. So we put those in there. They sparked for a second. I'm going to need another set, aren't I? Yep. So most of this shouldn't be too bad to do. We just need some more of this. And you know what, let's grab a decent amount and then 1, 2, 3. Alright, so we should be able to, let's put this guy like right here. Let's put it like right here. And I need my cables, which should be over here. I have a bunch of basics. Do I not have any more advanced? I thought I did. Are they in here? It doesn't really matter for this, but I'd rather have the elites rather. So we can do that, and then we can pull that off the side once we're ready for that. So let's get 2 more of these guys. And we also need to eat. So, yeah, this is easy to automate. It's this guy that's going to be a bit of a pain, except for the whole dropping things in. Now, we can always use a hopper hawk and make things a little bit easier, but we're going to want one more crystal growth accelerator. Let's grab our water back. And this is just one of those things that we're going to need to do in order to get things going fast. That's the sole reason that we're doing this, to make things go a little bit faster. Now I realize I can put these on the side, on their side, except for this guy, because he's connected. So I put these guys on their side, and they'll work a little bit faster. Well, it'll be a little bit easier to hook them up. So, do that, and then do this and this. Cool. So I won't need as many glass cables for this. Just something like this. And then we put the acceptor here. Actually, we don't need to put the acceptor here. We don't actually need the acceptor at all. If we connect this guy. So the only thing is this. So yeah, I'll have to think about that. I could do the energy acceptor here, and then and then I'll use the other stuff. So something like this and that, and I could put this guy right here, and we just power this system like so. So for right now, we're going to turn this off just because I don't need it on. But they should all be working. Device online, yep, they're all working. So I can put water in there. That has power, and then all I will have to do is place the open crate up from this, like here, and we should be able to, if we grab the other stuff, these logistical stuff is kind of expensive, but I think if I do something like this and I pull from here, should work. And then all I have to do is run a line over, like so. And if I change this to black, that should work. And then all I have to do is tell this, hey, we could add some new filters, item stack, Certus crystal is black. Actually, I could probably just go the other way and it will be quicker. So Certus crystals will go black line, which will go here, and then the question is, the problem is they need to go in here first, not there. So this can't sit here. But this, alright, let's just throw this lever over here. I'm doing this on the fly, by the way. So basically, if we do all this, we'll get Fluix crystals, which is needed for stuff. And I should be able to pull out like the front. So let's get this gone. And actually we'll do this, but we need configure items, none. And then this will pull and take it to wherever I want it to. So presumably if we put Certus crystals, which I can't actually open this chest. That's the only bad thing. I can't actually open this chest. So if we put an interface, we need two interfaces. Actually, we need one right now. Do we have any interfaces? I don't remember if I made one. If I can spell. My hands are on the right keys. We need Fluix dust. I'm going to have to set this up a lot better later, but it's really weird to use only... it's weird to use the stuff that I'm forced to use. Mechanism's cool, but it's not quite as powerful as... Their pipes are not quite as powerful a lot of times as like thermal expansion, or even definitely not Ender IO. Ender IO's piping system is way overpowered, but alright, what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab we have a lot of stuff in there to make more things if we need it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna come up here. Do I have... Okay, I have illuminated panels. That's not gonna help me. I have some basic logistical transporters, but not that many. So what we need right now is... let's see, we're gonna need interface. That's the big thing I'm trying to get. In order to do that, we need the formation core. So there we go. And then we also need annihilation core, which requires another logic processor, which we have most of the stuff to make. How I've been doing this is, and this will kind of show off, hey, it works type thing. Put everything in there. So in order to make one of these guys, we're going to need golden chipset, and we also need silicon. So that goes in there, and you can hear it, and it goes exactly where it's supposed to go. And it will set in there and wait. Golden chipset. And then we also need, so I can get rid of a lot of these, we also need to put in here silicon. Single piece of silicon should work. The only question is whether or not it will. That doesn't really make sense, but it does to me, so that's what matters. And I'd actually like two interfaces, so luckily this is going to give us twice the stuff. So we put that in there. That's going to pump into here. Take it a second to press, and it will press. There we go. And then goes in there, and then it'll pump it back all the way down here, and it's going to go into this one first. We're going to deal with that. That's not going to be that big of a problem. So we do that. Now, my question is, how do we get silicon again? Smelting Sturgis dust. Or nether quartz dust. Or crushing sand. Ooh, that's a better way. So now that that's taken care of, we just do that and we have our circuit. So that's kind of something I want to fix. That's why I'm making these interfaces. So we're going to get 2 interfaces and hopefully be able to start working on a couple of things. So put that in there, annihilation core. Now interface, whoops, if I actually put this stuff, oh, because I can't. Interface, can we make 2 of those? We are out of iron. We're not out of iron, we just don't have iron in there. There is a difference. We have 47 blocks of iron. We have a lot of resources at this point. It's just going to be doing the stuff and setting up the systems and all that fun stuff. So one of these interfaces can go to that guy. The other one needs to go right here. So let's just break this. And what we're going to do is we're going to tell this eventually to keep X number of, we're going to do 2 things. We're going to give it a crafting card, which is not that difficult to get. It's going to require some sort of stuff, but we're going to get a crafting card. But then the other thing that we're going to need it to know about is it's going to keep, I don't know how much I'm going to tell it to, probably 6 or so silicon in there at all time, and that will kind of keep these guys populated. So whenever these guys run out, and I don't think this will send excess. That's the nice thing. This thing is smart enough to see that, hey, the inventory's full down there. I'm not going to do anything. So 3 or 6 should be enough to keep some silicon presses in here, so that the pressed silicon from this guy, so that those 3 stay full down there. So whenever we need something, it just puts the stuff in there and it's good. So that is the plan. Now the other thing is, all right, so we need to tell things to go back in here. So let's break this guy, break this guy. And the only question is, how do we pick up the items? We could put a chest here. That'll work. And I just need more of these elite things. And we'll just do this, right? So we can change this to pull. And yeah, this should work how I want it to. And I need literally like 1 more. Actually, I don't remember if I can like, no, I really can't tell those not to touch. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to get a couple more of these guys. It shouldn't be too bad to do. Just one of these, some other stuff. So let's start getting that taken care of. We need some iron. Let's just get a block of iron right now. And we're getting close to the point of, hey, we can actually do stuff. So presumably, if I throw things in here, I'm hoping it would push stuff, but unfortunately it doesn't really know until later. It should be able to put stuff in here, hopefully. Otherwise, I might try making this the interface and seeing if that works. I don't know if that would work though. So we need to make the logistical transporters. So we need a piece of iron in here. Actually, we need 2 pieces of iron in here. And then if we want to make this, we're going to need the rest of this in here. We're gonna need 2 redstone chipsets. I have a lot of the stuff already made, so it's not gonna be that bad to make. We have the steel is the only question I have. We should, but it's like this. I forget sometimes. So we'll throw that in there. Oh, I've got to pulverize that first. Okay, we have plenty of steel. Crushing factory. So there's those. One of those goes in there. And yeah, we have a lot of supplies. I just need... Eventually, I'm going to automate this. I keep saying that, I know, but that is the plan relatively soon. Let's go ahead and get one of those enriched. And then I'm going to make the rest of them just wrought iron. And we'll come back to that. So, this should be everything we need. Basic. That. Have I not scanned steel? Hey, I can too. Cool. So there's advanced and elite. Cool. So that's all I wanted. Cool. So let's throw steel, wrought iron in there. Basic can go in there. Alright, so the only question now is, how do we do the thing? So that's kind of a waste, but it's the best I can do. So, let's see. We're going to need to attach this all the way over there. That's okay, because I'm going to want some other automation over here anyways, so not that big of a deal. But we're going to need a lot of glass cables. So, you know, I never actually connected the... Actually, it is. Yeah, it's connected right there. So anything that goes in there should work. The only question is... I believe nothing else will go in there, but... Let's get... we need more Certus. I'm gonna need more flux crystals, I think. Let's see how many ME glass cables we can get. None. Can I make any? We can make some. We can make 8. That is not many. Quartz. Fibers. So I need a lot of Certus quartz. If I can get some, we're gonna use these. Let's go ahead and do this. So I want to make 2 more interfaces. We're gonna, well, actually not interfaces. We're gonna need an interface terminal, which requires an engineering processor. And we're also gonna need a pattern terminal, which requires a crafting terminal. Ugh. Okay, those are going to be a pain. So let's get some stuff set up first. So I'm going to need Certus quartz. Let's get just a bunch. 1, 2, 3. 3 stacks should be a good bit. Recipe. So that didn't make that much, but that's fine. Let's take, I don't know, half a stack-ish, and crush those down. Also gonna want to take some of these and put them in here. So this takes time sometimes, but that will pull items in there and then they'll go in there pretty quickly too. So once we get more stuff set up. We just got to connect this guy all the way over. And that's going to take a little bit, but not too bad. How much do we have so far? We have a good bit. So, yeah, each one of these will give us a little bit more. So let's get 8 in total. So I think that was 6, 7, and we'll do one more when I get back. And we need some redstone and some nether quartz. And yeah, so redstone and nether quartz. So make a whole bunch of those. That wasn't too bad. We'll get the redstone and nether quartz, and we'll throw that all into the puddle. So ideally, what's going to happen is, so what if we put, I can't put anything in there, unfortunately. So we're going to have to toss this in like this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Something like that. Okay, I need to go somewhere where it's going to be easier to do this. I think I have a pool of water up here. Yes, I do. Cool. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And they all pop into existence, and we have 16 of these. So now we can make a bunch of glass cable. We just do that. We put these here, and there's a half a stack. Not too bad. So here's the question, though. I guess we're gonna pull it like this. And can we connect to the device down here? Looks like we have just enough. Cool. So this guy should come online and say, hey, everything's good. So presumably that's online. It should be. I don't see why it wouldn't be. So now that we have that, we're going to need some blank patterns. I would like to get some autocrafting up and running today. So we're going to need more of this. We're going to need more iron. And yeah, this shouldn't be too much of a problem. Let's get like 1, 2 of those. That'll be enough for right now. And now we're going to need a pattern thing. We're going to need this pattern guy first. So we need more circuits. Now this is the part that's going to be fun. But I think what I'll do is I'll just kind of manually do it. So we need silicon. We have 9 of these guys. Let's go ahead and... That's osmium compressor. Let's go ahead and crush those. And I believe I can smelt these into silicon. So in order to make the pattern terminal, we're going to need a total of 1 engineering processor, 1 calculation, and 3 logic. So we have 1 logic, so there's 2 more. 6 sounds good. So that goes there. We're going to need logic. Times 2. I have the other one, so I just need the chipsets. So those are getting sucked into the AE system, which tells me that this is online. That's good. So we'll get the chipsets and we'll get this going. And honestly, unfortunately, I think it's going to be about wrapping up point at that time. Hopefully this will work the way I want it to. Once we have the pattern thing, then we can make auto patterns for this stuff and start working on getting automation. And that is huge. So we should have, so I'm going to need this, 6 of these, 2 of those. We're also going to need some more Fluix dust. Yeah, so I think we're going to have everything we need. So we just come over here. We're going to have more silicon. Can I crush those? Yes. No. Alright, well. Got my inventory. Let's go ahead and throw this in there. I'm going to go grab that lever or whatever I threw on the ground. And yeah, so once we get a lot of this stuff done, it's going to be a little bit easier to do what we need to. So let's put nether quartz and redstone in there. And yeah, that's all we can do. Alright, so we need 3 golden chipsets. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 1. So just come down here, and this will all go into our system, so who cares? So there's the diamond one. There's the quartz one. And there's the first gold one, the second gold one, and the third gold one. Alright, so now that we have all that done, everything should be up in the A system. We should be able to finish this up and make our first panel. So I think, alright, let's just get pattern thing up. So first thing we need is formation core. And I forgot to go grab the thing. I don't really care what it uses right now, just because, honestly, oh, I need to make more Fluix crystals. Derp. Let's see. Everything should be in the system, so you're going to need Fluix crushed times 2. Let's see, we're gonna need Certus, this, put that away, and redstone. Something else just went in there, so, oh, because I didn't actually have the logic processors yet, so, get those in there, like so. Yeah, we need to get more space. And I think that's what we're going to work on next time. So we need to charge this. It doesn't have an interface, so just do that. And I'm going to spam click, and I didn't get it. But it's not going anywhere, luckily, so who cares? So we're going to have to make the crafting card soon, but that's not that big of a deal. I forgot I need to come back here, drop, drop, drop. They spark for a second, make that, and I will figure out what's going to be the best way to get Fluix crystals between episodes. I'll try to remember to do that, because that's something Hopper Hawk would probably be the best and easiest. We already have a chest sitting there, so yeah. Otherwise, we just need something to collect items that pick up, and we need to be able to filter it. We only need to filter 3 things, so it's not that big of a deal, but it's big enough of a deal that I'm gonna have to think about it. So let's get pattern back up. So first thing we need is formation core, whatever, and then annihilation core, which is nether quartz, and then pattern. So ME terminal, there we go, and then we can turn that with a crafting bench if we get some more wood. Don't really care what kind. Then we get this guy. We do that with the engineering processor. Where did you go? There we go. And that gives us the pattern terminal. And I've already got it set up so that I can put it right there. So it's currently missing a channel, and then it's here. So now we can tell it to autocraft stuff. And this is going to be the important thing. So first of all, we're going to do a processing pattern. And what we're going to do is we're going to tell it how to make logic circuits. So it's going to know that if it has, we're not going to do silicon. We're going to do that differently. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to tell this guy. So we're going to tell this guy to keep just keep one of those in at all times. And I don't think it's going to be able to put anything in there, is it? I'm going to have to fix that. That's not that big of a deal. What I can do, potentially, is just move it over. We'll see if this works, though. So, if I tell it that... let's tell it silicon first. So, one silicon becomes... And I left it over there. Becomes one silicon, printed silicon. There we go. Not press, printed. So if we can teach it this, then I can teach it the rest of the stuff. And I'm going to do a lot of this off camera, I think. Because it's just going to be a lot of waiting for processing to kind of occur. So we do this. Put that in there. And now we should be able to tell the system, because we have that guy set up already, we should be able to come over here to the system and tell it, hey, craft printed silicon. It's missing one silicon. Are you? Oh, I guess so. Alright, craft one. So it's going to send it out, and let's see if it works. So, are you going to work? You are. Awesome. Of course, I don't think there's enough room in there to like do anything with that, but it's something we can take out. But cool. It works. It works fine. So let's throw that in there, and let's tell this to make 4 more, and see how that handles it. So what it should do is it should send them all to the chest, and this guy should be smart enough that whenever there's room, it pumps out another one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell it to keep 6 in there all time. And then we should see them disappear from the system. That works exactly how I wanted it to. Awesome. So the only other thing is, can I get things working a little bit better? I think we're going to have to do something different. I think this is going to have to be changed. If I need to make another logistical sorter, that could be fine. I could put a chest. I could put another chest somewhere, or something. I could, and I'd have to move this over a little bit, but that's not that big of a deal. I move that over one, and then yeah, I'd have to reorganize this, but I could pretty easily put a yeah, I could pretty easily make this better if I need to, and I'm thinking I am, because unfortunately if I set it up and then request a whole bunch of stuff, it's just not going to work the way I want it to. So what I can do is, if I put 6 in, it will always keep 6 there, and it should hopefully like put it in there, but I don't think it will. So I'll have to figure out a way to handle all 3 of these getting the same. but I don't know. I'll figure something out. Oh, I'm hungry. Wow. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end the episode off here. So we have some autocrafting going. We actually have autocrafting. So I'm going to spend some time. I'm going to try to get some more stuff together. And next time, I think we're going to expand the AE system a little bit and maybe jump back into some quests and do some witchery or something. I don't know. Do we have any other quests completed? Nope. One of these days I'll get another mysterious map and I can complete that quest, but we didn't get to the witch spawner, so we'll do that next time too. I think we'll see. I don't know. We'll figure stuff out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode nonetheless, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!